Hello, my name is Angela Jens. I'm a counselor in Lethbridge, Alberta, and today I want to talk with you about grief. With all of the different changes that are happening right now and some of those restrictions, I think a lot of us are experiencing grief. When we are missing out on maybe family events that are or were taking place this month, if you have changes to your expectations, maybe there are some specific traditions and rituals that you won't be able to take part in the same way. All of those things have grief associated with them. And often they are kind of not seen as grief, and they actually term it as invisible grief or secondary grief. That is still grief when we are missing those things, when we are having different expectations for what is going to be happening for the holiday season this year. So today I want to provide you with 5 specific tools that are going to assist you to move through some of that grief. The first tool, really important, is to label it as grief. That's what's happening, and so say that that's what it is. I'm grieving, and that's okay. The second thing is to allow space for yourself to move through that in whatever way works best for you. So for some people, it's about verbally processing it. For other people, it's kind of doing more internal processing. But allowing yourself to have that space and give yourself that time to feel that and to release that energy so that you're not just pushing it down and not giving it the energy and processing that it does need. The third one I want to mention is to reach out, and that could relate to giving it space as well, so that you're reaching out and maybe connecting with other people and letting them know how you're feeling, but reaching out to connect with others so that you maybe don't feel like you're doing this alone. The next one that you can say is an affirmation to yourself, saying something like, "This is hard. We're going to get through this," or "This is hard. I'm going to get through this," is something you can say to yourself. It could be any affirmation that you think might work, but that's just an example. The last one is to make sure that you're taking care of you. If we are not putting energy into our own self-care and taking care of ourselves, things can get really hard, and it can be really overwhelming when more things kind of pile on. So I definitely want to encourage you to make sure that you're taking time to do a few things for yourself, whether that's 5 minutes where you make sure that you enjoy a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Maybe it's going for a walk or journaling, whatever works best for you. I do want to remind everyone that sometimes when we are struggling with grief, it can make it hard to reach out to other people. So if you know someone that is struggling, I definitely want to encourage you to reach out to that person. They don't necessarily need advice or ideas on what to change or do. Oftentimes they just need a listening ear. There's nothing specific that can change the way that we're feeling from what someone else is saying, but having someone to talk to and know that you are there for them can be really helpful. So reaching out to people is also really helpful. Know that you don't have to do this alone. Reach out to family, reach out to friends, reach out to a counselor like myself. If you're looking for more tips and tricks on ways to support you and your family, please stay tuned.